Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about time frames. Now, I'm not necessarily going to be talking about a top-down analysis. Of course, that is important, but it's also important to switch time frames and see different data. Now, a lot of people I find struggle with switching time frames and knowing what's valid and what's not if it doesn't line up and all that stuff. Now, when it comes to smart money risk to reward, and at least here at Smart Money Academy, we focus on 1 to 10s and 10 pips or less stop loss. My mentor told me if your stop loss has to be more than 10 pips, then you're on the wrong side of the trade. You want to use this information and realize if you're at a point in the market and you're not getting 10 pips or less, well, then you're probably wrong. There's probably somewhere where you can redefine your entry. You do want to value the higher time frames, and you want to know when it's time to go lower if you're not getting that risk to reward. So hopefully in this example, it kind of explains a situation where the market told me that I have to refine my entry. So you want to do this when you're back testing, and you want to back test different time frames for you to get comfortable and used to it. Okay, so right here, I have my chart. I have this order block here at the bottom of the range. I have this, break of structure. I want to focus on this order block entering there at 50%. So now let's go into this order block. I'm on the 4-hour time frame. Now, an order block, I'm going to enter at 50%. So I'm going to grab my GAN. I'm going to measure the shortest candle, bring it out to here, and I'm going to mark up my 50% so I can delete my GAN just so my chart is not messy. Now I want to make sure I'm accurate as possible, right on that line. Cool. So that would realistically be my entry. Now with a order block, my stop loss would be below the body. Now you can use the wick, but on a higher time frame, the body is more than enough. Okay, so now I'm going to get my risk to reward tool, and I'm going to drop it exactly on the entry and then move my stop loss. Now, once I drag it up, I get to the T an 11.2 stop loss. Okay, so is this under 10? No. A lot of people are like, well, it's 1 pip. The market's telling you this is not it. So you need to understand if the market's telling you the information. If you choose to ignore it, then you're choosing to ignore results, okay? So let me drop it down and see how I can get a tighter stop loss. Okay, cool. Well, the imbalance is up here, and that's my entry, so that's not helpful. So let me change this color to red so you guys understand that's my stop loss. So that's not going to help because that's all the way there. It's going to be a bigger stop loss. Let me drop down to the 30. Okay, on the 30, I do get a lower opportunity. So let me just put a horizontal ray for that. Let's change that color to just dark purple for now. And let me drop down again. Okay, cool. I'm looking at this huge unhealthy price action opportunity. Now, using the same stop loss, let's see if this real move would actually be the imbalance fill, because that's what's going to bring me to a lower opportunity. So let me go back up to the 4 and readjust. With this new entry, I get an 8.1 stop loss. Perfect. So let me just identify my take profits, which at this data information point, my equal high is something over here. Now this could change once the market moves if it goes up even higher, but let's see if I get my 1 to 10. One to 9. So that's not a 1 to 10. Let's see if I have anything further left. I do have, what do I have here? To me, this is way too high. I'd rather be short. When it comes to risk to reward, I'll trade anything over 8.5. Okay, so this 1 to 9 is okay. Okay, perfect. So let's play this out. I did already backtest this, so you guys can backtest this and then click the replay mode and play the game, as I call it. So let me show you guys how this plays out. Okay, great. So look at that too. That TP, let's talk about it. That take profit came up, right? Smashed, then retraced. A lot of you guys would have been break even, trail stop loss would have been stopped out. So, I mean, let's not get into take profits in this video because take profits is a whole other ball game that people really neglect. But look at the entry. So the reason when I was here and I was back testing the 4-hour, like I said, 1, I didn't get that risk to reward, but 2, it came to me, this closed below the 50 and came well down into the 50. Now, when it comes to imbalances, and you guys can check out my chart gallery, which is actually free, even if you're not a member. You guys can go to chart gallery on my website and go to order blocks. Now, I always tell people to look at this because once you guys are back testing and studying and creating your own database, it's very easy to see what really happens in the market, right? Anytime I have an order block, I usually get a tap and go, as I call it, a wick doji rejection, right? If you have an order block rejection, even this one, it came in deep, but it was just the wicks, the body's closed above, right? Tap and go. So that's why when I was back testing, I knew that this didn't make sense, because if this was respected as order blocked, it wouldn't have closed below. So that's the real answer to time frames. You have to understand like what's really going on. So this is the imbalance, the fill, etc. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful. Please rewatch, please take notes, and just understand when it comes to time frame, you got to get the best picture and the best risk to reward. That's the real discipline of smart money. It's not just having order blocks and this and that, and oh, this one didn't work. No, understand what the market is telling you. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you're not at the equal highs, then you're gonna be confused and lost and all the stuff. Okay, so hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Very short, very simple, but it doesn't get any deeper. And a lot of you guys are commenting on my videos, go in depth, give me a 10-hour video. There's no such thing, and I'm not doing it because there's no need to do so. This is how simple it is. Just be consistent with following it, okay? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.